Welcome back. Your friend, your man, Henry Kwabna, Asante, and I pay a cost to Echia at the 4 tea for you know, more share, more mutin, and so that can see any day, Mamma, Neakoswada, Lucky Herbal Clinic for Asenia, the Super Septic for Ase, Bribia Eka Super Septic, no more odor, no more flies and insects, and reduces septic tank pit levels. A chose a Bribia Dano, one a drone, would you go a year or septic tank anymore, na a manon to me and your man, Pam and can. Bia so free restaurant to office ade bia wodi djuma bia eno achi so say ye once na interfere ana sentatia say abusuaku ni nyina na ehye wona se prekope wo pe bia to awde woni kire or say that the enterprise Avena Junction next to Sea Woman and I said in Chroma Circles we who Natural Organics Limited ewo honum and a Veridian shop ewo Makola Mall and so who on ewo friend numbers was 057 589 1266 0244-08915 and 020-897-3667. Lucky Herbal Products and so other also as well as Kwansro Lucky Cream no Ekutia Ehoa Enochi Nantema Propro and a few jump to Anabia Otis and Kana Eban and ye papa Enochi Suno Odwani Chair Lucky Ointment and so Bois Emma, hunamani sansan bi a agu no eyi free oprekope Emma we dey need to talk to kama mixture no dey ekotia malaria ewo kwanso kosokra from ewa homa we so Dr. Stephen Yaboa Jr. ewo 0243 201244 and 0277465855 na only one in the answer also. Some of your text messages about Menji brinking kama but mama onye until one says, "Oh, Kahomis make a home, one etna a bedroom so on a pencil cajon." Dear, what do you can I bet nothing? You didn't need you, my brother Biada, except some exceptional cases and a changing days, the incoming established is obvious, like that of Nanado Danko Kufuado, Central Region, or no, Anna Sa Quenya Beto, say delegates Echo Twaba. National regional chairmanship context now for the chairmanship position now Ubia Ajiatu said the delegates about New Patriotic Party G2 overwhelmingly or more endorse Nana Adodanko Kufu Adono sa ana break that percentage at the 99 point kakaka na untimi 100 yana over voting. Chairman of the Jacobs, yeah, and now Baba and I expect watch me because me in and about the end of pay. You fresh. If you call,
oh, Adoma, Nazin has me Razi. Then so, yeah, or crats as for.
Okay, yeah, very important because
no, God is great.
Yeah, God is great. Well, Virgin Restaurant, as you might find out, you've demonstrated that indeed the best comes from the Western part. Modiani, more services, and acquire Mahusi, in Juan Casa City, is a restaurant of international repute. Mecca was actually, you did you only did one dance here. Anna, Yakotina holding so her services are provided and you did one dance here. Abian upper location for now, do Cape Costa at the Pampino, Ajibebia also pay. Virgin Restaurant. I'll tell you much about that. But some of your text messages are about this fuel reduction is of no need since it serves no benefit to the ordinary Ghanaian. The best was to channel the margin into a fund for further use by all. Abuji, so many. Now, the well done, President, for what you have done at Techiman, Adom TV, Papa, from Tupac, Sunyani, Domasino, Duriaba. And there's a fatal accident at Osino involving VIP. Okay, Mami, just a confirmation of that for us, as well as Dominic. Now, if you the real situation, or if that is true. And good morning, is it true that there are many professional teachers in the system for 2 years or more without salary? My rent is due. And on a more serious note, I beg before I eat. Patrick. I don't know whether you're also a professional teacher there. And BM more time. Nana Dodanko Akufo-Addo is the one who can save Ghana according to Ecclesiastes 10:16-17. God bless Ghana for better Ghana. And please, Obayin, NHIS is working, but the payment is the problem. How can the government owe the Presbyterian Hospital at Donkokrom in Afram Plains for about 6 months without paying? The hospital is collapsing. From Kujo or Donkokrom now there. Madam Akos, I'm adding to your doom so they should off the street lights during daytime and light it in the night. And please, can Adom TV display the newspaper headlines on the screen for deaths to read? Kwesi Boateng Wachimoda. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Okay, so you've drawn our attention. It's very, very important. What is the president doing to the Twifo Praso DC, and what do you want the president to do? Isaac, tell me.
The president will still keep him as the DC.
Okay, okay. So you have an appropriate response here from Alote Jacobs, still being kept as the district chief executive. Adom, I love your job. May God bless you, and may you people live long on this earth. Thank you. My name is Ejako at Elubo, Jomero District, now that we are back. And according to John James, a true conversationalist is the man who thinks that the world is not given by his fathers, but borrowed from his children. K. Paul, and I we have a Kobna. Why does the woes of the ordinary man keeps compounding every day? Poor power supply, poor roads, corruption, poor educational system, and what have you? Does this signify the end time of sheer laziness, insensitivity, and bad leadership? Koma ewo wenchi anadiaba. My plea: no one should criticize Alan and his campaign team. Competition is the bedrock of our party. Bomba ewo wa anadiaba. And this one gets through to say, Mohammed, Kwabna, why is not paying? Doesn't want to pay disease benefit to their next of kins? Okay, for 11 years now, why? Okay, I think that you come again and I'll get you. Good morning to your mind. Please wish my daddy, Mr. Otin Dakwa Isaac Dunkwa Onofen, a happy birthday from me. So daddy, happy birthday from, I'm sure, your daughter, Lucy Otin Dakwa. Honorable Blackwell still thinks Ghanaians are asleep. His NDC has messed up. Ahmed Otakrade. And together we can stand and win our ultimate goal. Special greetings to the Dubia Constituency Chairman, Dr. Fokwa, Kofi Boga, Vision 2009, Mansour Odahom. And hi, I'm PK Kosa. Please, I want you to wish my son Gideon K. Kosa a happy birthday. He's 10 years today. May he live to fulfill God's promise on his life. We, the NDC, are very happy Nanado is back. If the MPP can't change, then Ghanaians also, for that matter, will also never change. JDM all the way from Bright, Ewa, Dansiakro, and Odeba. Before one will be sworn into public office, he or she has to be given a schnapp and egg. Okay, so tradition.
Okay.
Okay, all right, okay. Hey, overvoting in MPP elections. From Ando, Ewo Aguna Swedru. And please, where is Nanaya? Please tell her I'm missing her, and that's killing my interest for the show. You got it all wrong. It should not be the same. It should not be so. Keep watching video. But for your information, Nanaya Prefo is cooling off for some weeks in South Africa. She'll be back soon. And to keep patronizing Belgium. Please, I beg you kindly invite the Bear West MP, Honorable Badwam, on your platform for us, because ever since he entered the house for 14 years, he's become, no. Parliamentary duties is not speaking on radio stations and television stations. Think of development, think of lawmaking, and these are additions to it. To God be the glory for giving us strength. God bless the Belgium crew from the God Ventures Techiman. Now for Yedin Komo, I'm sure, so because of the text message number on 1461670. Nana ya den every ministry. Somebody na ya pa 1406. And every ministry I'm. Okay, so Nana my manager can come again. 1760. Now also what you mean? The Unsaba Bani Ajibra can come. So I always say when you are caught up with old age, some of these things, as I say, catch up with you. Old age, I decided to marry neighbor now, and I still,
sleeps sometimes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, NDC deputy minister Ogagede Kukudu.
So it's a normal.
Ozi.
Oh, okay. So
Regional chairman be a National Democratic Congress was the National Democratic Party. Just a bit.
Okay, so Nicholas Amman for taking Samuel man on, especially in the political arena.
Oh, slip.
Okay. It's yet to be punishable.
No, why do you punish that?
The Ben enquire slip. Baku and Aminu air slip. A talk also air slip and about 4 times it cost I slip.
Oh, depending on the state of mind. Ebiane original dream be or can be about MPP. No,
it's ringing.
Kugudu. Politics sometimes you will never be forgiven.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Central Region Sukakra, if the opportunity comes like this, developmental projects for the people of Central Region under the administration of John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, and 170.
In the rural areas, we are faring well. Very, very well. There are often cheap compounds, often clinics. Now we are about to start with 10 polyclinics in the Central Region. Water projects are going on. Boreholes are being constructed here and there. And we have 3 major problems. I'll take this opportunity on this platform. Masre, the Minister for Roads and Highways. They're from Asen Yankumase to Senchem Bonglo, to Senchem, to Denyase, Asenswagavi, to Praso. Road in Oye, Cocoa area, Papa. Boom there, Cocoa Board, for several years, will rate Asen District as the leading cocoa producing area. But one road from Nyankumasi through Senchem, Denyase, Asenswagavi to Praso. In fact, road in Asekra. A lot of the cocoa beans are locked up in these towns and villages. And these are settler farming areas. So, settler farming areas are. Bush bar. If you see baby cool, pow, you're serious. Wafan Mankata, Asen Mankata. Also, or settler farming area, Cocoa and Kutin, would your one bridge or one gasa or constructed bridge over river Owan, ma bridge in Ebu. And see how for them to cross the river with their cocoa to Praso. Onusu ya asam kase make na efisu fiti asin fosu duko asin dompim duko Praso nusu onye kra. And then from Praso to Dungonofin 1 through Ayase through Ekosu through Mokwa onusu nye kra. Mejizi there se aban and Ministry of Roads and Highways otumi ya dem roads. We almost about 10 roads from Iskuma to Kokoso to one of the villages, Miyefi, and then from Ejumago to Gomoa France, and then from Ankamu Junction to Afransi, and then from Badwam to Swedru, and then Otom, from Esweja to Otom. The roads are Abani Yamayan Pa. Obey the woo. And say, Mr. my president there.
Okay. But so far, physically, Diana, in Freeman term for Betty Macasa, almost 6 years of the administration of NDC. Probably.
Oh, and in American, the tiring of Cape Coast Town roads.
Tiring of Cape
Coast Town roads. In fact, the development is outpacing certain utility services. Like electricity, like water, and then roads. Now, this year, Cape Coast Metro Assembly under Priscilla, they are doing so well with urban roads. They're hitherto, baby, and roads in Yenina, this year, we church, ma Walker Enterprise has been contracted to tar these roads. It is beautifying Cape Coast. Okay. It's being done in other areas. When you go to Winneba, when you go to Swedu and its surrounding villages. Our government is doing so well. But what is important, only the basic things that the people need are schools under trees, which is being eliminated out of the system. Central region is having its fair share of schools under trees. Central region is having its fair share with the cheap compounds, clinics, health centers, and hospitals. Secondary schools, so there are renovations and refurbishment of various science labs throughout the whole region. And these are the basic things that improves the standard of living of
all right, two
people.
Basic things.
Cape Coast Sports Stadium, maybe. And when I say the Kotokawa market relocation,
yes,
the relocation design is so unique, superb. May I say in there, Ibinum Waga for lawyer, there was Oko Court. Since I'm speaking, stores in your house and Puma, there are over 500 applicants are Winyebi. But you see, some people don't wish Cape Coast well. Yes,
some people.
I'm telling you, I saw Jamia Wanyan, and the Cape Coast used to be the capital of Ghana. Cape Coast has come a long way. Here, Bibia, he had another point here. Cape Coast Township is congested. Then the government comes in. Oh, Missy Damadi, modern marketing, more. The first of its kind in this country. Now go and look even at the relocation side of the market. Unique. Cape Coast Sports Stadium. One man, Cape Coast Sports Stadium with tartan tracks and with at the Olympic Village, swimming pool, this and that. That will at least activate Cape Coast to become an economic vibrant area. If you know, I was a walk of court. But I hope that they will reason. They will reason and will assist government to make sure the needs of the people of Cape Coast, are satisfied.
Okay, 1760. Chairman, Central Region, incoming, Alote Jacobs, near to Chinkomo, and one him say, then Chibio Tico officer Jabas, Baba Cancer, Naya Twy and Commons. My make us a lucky about clinic products. One other super septic, no more other super septic, no more flies and insects. One other reminder, San Comodiwi, Yade Brown, Person on Adom TV, multi TV. So, well,
let me take this opportunity also. You see, Cape Coast, you need factories. There was just one factory, only Amin Sangari, soap and other detergents. Now, we don't have any other factory in Cape Coast. Cape Coast, Nagasano, here and there, or here a tourism enclave. Cape Coast, Elmina, ne Winneba. It's supposed to be a tourism enclave. Now, here a branch of cra work on this amampum or at Austin. Me a good brabo papa. At Austin, ne Quisagli, they came up with this idea of Sedicom to promote tourism and to enhance the socio-economic living of the people in terms of how we can grow or develop agro-based industries. Rearing of sheep and goats, grass cutters, etc. Now, the unique thing in a way, or accelerating the growth of tourism in Central Region, Cape Coast in particular, only Kakum National Park. And I don't understand why. And I will talk directly to the Minister for Roads and Highways through your medium. The Cape Coast Kakum Road. On
Cape Coast Kakum Road.
I tell you, from Pedu Junction to Kakum Park, we used to have 300,000 whites visiting. Manka local patronage. I'm not talking about local patronage, where you have secondary schools, you have churches, you have organizations visiting Kakum Park. I'm talking about foreigners.
300,000.
300,000 foreigners visiting Kakum Park. And then we reduce about 50,000. Now we are not even. There's no kind of ideas are able to me as I develop. You are widen the scope for the citizens along all these towns and villages or Kakum Park to make money. No roads in our so into one more we reduce patronage.
Very affecting revenue.
And we don't profit. The people of Central Region don't profit from Kakum Park. It is a Ministry of Tourism. No profit. It go directly to central government. But 1 year roading, I'm a brofunupo who chomine one what on Kube Nazi Wakwando. A brofun when you Kube watermelon Nazi, who can be doing some small businesses Wakwando da. One of your carvings, these sculptures, when you because of the road. Because of the road.
You see.
And mama minister for roads, I'm more on turning to do ministry. Onantu. That's why he's been appointed minister for roads and highways.
Well, 1760, your text message line now for the Abrania Gibrack and Kaima. Remember, Newman one is more street name, assembly, how far they've come with it. 2, pressure almost all the time, admission time on Cape Coast schools, especially how we go about it. Amani, please read this to Nana Akufo-Addo and his people. They should not forget that they said no Nana, no vote. Is now the turn of Alan people, because we had MPs who supported that and never advised them. So no advice to Alan, no vote. Kofi in Kumasi and Adiweba. Sola Tuna Kalba to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana. Please, we need help. We have a big problem. Okay, so you have a challenge. The entire community wants him out. Talking about your DC, you're unable to know what you're talking about. So, mine, where is Nana Abrefo cooling off in South Africa? Will be with us soon. No one is picking the superseptic number for Techiman. Please help. Omaine, can we have the contact for superseptic? Quickly, let me just go over it again for you. Superseptic, if you want to get through to them, 057 589 1266 and 0244 089 159 or 020 897 3667. Adom TV, You Are So Good by J.K. Archery. Abazi Domina Senede Weba. Leave Alan alone in a race for life. Overtaking is always allowed. Attack on Koko Holy Family Hospital. Good morning, Women's Commissioner, Catholic University. The understanding is you are emceeing Kofi Osei in Yaba wedding at Airbus on the 8th of November, or Unity Presby. Kofi Osei, Storm FM, now and then with Catholic University too as well. We congratulate you in advance, Bramobewai, on the 8th of November. And you have chosen your Women's Commissioner as your MC. This is quite serious. Kofi, we wish you well. Well, I'll tell you that of street naming and His Excellency the 2 assemblies name. Now, if you major pressure on Cape Coast schools from JHS to SHS, you do have those pressures. Now, how Corona Kasa and manage situation maybe better, and how indigenous also benefited from these A+ schools now or no A+. Yeah.
Mama say with these schools.
Yeah.
Nah. Mankade. Ayati pa de indigenous Cape Coasters are were educated. When you are doing the or there were schools one my missionaries born my was set up schools for central region gangan ama inuanuma wo fi habnase na zen wenya mfaso wo ho and until them in the indigenous Cape Coasters are not benefiting from schools admissions. Until there used to be a 30% for catchment areas or admission home. From 2001 until 2007 and 8, the margin would chum.
Okay.
2010, Makede Honorable Batunodru and some of us were able to convince the late president, Moss, that these prestigious schools over Cape Coast, Cape Coasters are not benefiting from it. With the exception of about 3 or 4 preparatory schools, over Cape Coast, one will be winning admissions or on. Saito schools all around here, winning admissions. You look at Wesley Girls High School, Osika Kumdo, ne catchment area ye Ebu Bonko Ameyo, Kakumdu Nagasa, Isuechi, Ankafo. There's admission by 1 for 1 that when you 6 ones but 1 for 1. 1 for 1. But at the end of the day, them side home for me. So when you have admission to these schools now, they fare better than those from international schools. Now, all the memory are headmasters and headmistresses are all good. Won't be in Pakupo.
Admission time.
Mama Gacho. Ha! Well, who are you? A Bakasa, Wakasa, Wonda. Won't be in Pak. Because they have old boys and old girls behind them. And they have become untouchables.
Headmasters and headmistresses. Admission time.
Because in some schools, we are Obagacho, the Chief Justice of Inu School, Osimesi or International Court of Inu School, Foreign Minister of Inu School, EU of Inu School. And see, if you have said giants,
now 3x4 you behind.
Who are you? And then who bond up?
So how do we kill that?
You can't. You can't do it. It has come to stay.
J. German was
Never. Schools be all my poor bagajo there. Chair donated them and air them school as an hour for back. Because I better go back with them school. No so family is a boss there. My child attended as the Wesley Girls High School and a holy child. And then send the cousins as them fancy. And one fancy school was one paying being a poster, one old student, on your poster was the publication about. And see, are very attractive to parents. Say Kofi Annan call as the fancy film. And then Aka, and then even Chambers. The Muslim Bangobia. Ewa. And then the Rollins call as the Achimota. At a Muslim Achimota. Muslim Bango. But Achimota is even far better. The way they do their admissions. Or far better. Students in Cape Coast, more admission were at the Achimota than schools around their own catchment area.
Okay, well, you're about to also, but short notice. Forever Young, one of Ghana's finest in terms of advocacy for women empowerment, always accessible and ready to work for Mother Ghana, especially his party, her party, the New Patriotic Party, is the national women's organizer, Obono Homodin Yepa. And in all humility, Mendanase, it was a notice, was extremely short, but service to God and country, into Ojitu Muse, obedi juma name one fan che Dominic Wachiro one Dominic aka dey say omoka otiko afisa jaba akwa na was say
we don say 6:45 na mo friend me say memorial program start 7:30.
I see
enti
ya pa
next time mama me enough time.
That's correct. I'm sure they say the way you lived after our party enya flag bearer. But ubetima confirm story na what call ni mama me.
I don't know me e wo meeting ene. Enti ni omodi abetu dwe minimum ansam. Anyway, mami nche tie Fransa. Ai mo tie fo no omko bebia all over Ghana enti michiamo. I no pay dem some share white.
That's it.
Ya twen uze obi nyim onyinsan na se obewo a ope owo a adepa ni eni age. For a long time we've been pregnant, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah, trying say ye be wo ba no. 18th number.
Okay.
Minion we know say maso den say bebre omo kae but adumunti abaso 18th a course in all the constituencies apart from a whole central no more issue. It was free, it was fair, it was peaceful. And then me feel say Ghana no ya kire say MPP sa democracy ya expanding no. Yetimi edi so.
Okay.
In spite of the challenges, yetimi edi so. About close to 141,000 ebe tuaba. Na yenya beye over 80% turnout. Na obi anfa kranti ankobo obi as they were hoping will happen no. Adepa e was yesua.
Okay.
Na yeka say ya ade. But bi no try so mo be fans sem bia be wurewure mu and 1% be free baby aye over and say sika sem bi almost over voting. E dey over voting. Mass no omo round niema up. EC and supervisor enye mi otiko ana MPP that declare results. It is so omo calculation no rounding up no omo round it ni nyina up ansa na omode figure neighbor but omo say just mischievous and omode abetu dwa na overvote e dey overvoting
omo say na no hini to show court
na hini to any maintain but paper bi mo sa me dey maintain any nti enura na me wo Adom FM me frɛ Mr Sule ene isifo no say omo nkyerɛkyerɛ mu because no omo frɛ wom na omo nkyerɛ mu omo ntimi timi ka kyerɛ wom say mo na mo aye mo explaining ma Ghanaians nti mesre say wo de mo phone no be frɛ wom na anya te say me na me ka omo no mo supervise ye no mo nkyerɛkyerɛ Ghana for how omo ntimi kyerɛ yen rounding up no abasa omo so omo rounding up either to 1.2 or 3 na we no mo use you should round up to 1. Ebinimo so use to 2. Until you see a variation. Until no makachire omo se mesre wom. Wona we referee no. E was said your responsibility so be mabeka. Ebinimo ye human errors. Ye tini nyina wo court. Ene de aba yes ye mfa nko court to be court no me de nya de a me say court to be a bi. Nti se omo kanisa akire me wo dem a omo meka ne out no bia ente. Because you know delegates no over 94% akase na nado dankwa ene yepe. The voice of the people is the voice of God. The confidence no enye overvoting asam omo akasa ye leaders of the party from the police station 5 no to 16 of the constituency right up to national. Eye party mpanyifo na akoto sa abai na abana ya to no ye the confidence na share na adodan kwansem so ono an ye do no ono an obetimi abedi yenim eni nti obiti nkyana opese oye okra original constituency elections untimi nyeye no obi aya akoduru presidential unsu de you are crying more than the bereaved as ye say
as ampa umonye wu na obi bia wu
unsu
che ufo na
as ye say enti e bia opese omo be baba kan ho omo nka because omo hu so how to do it. The General Secretary support you in some allegations of using NADMO elections. And no, they are monka. Now, Obia Yadia say African why na expansion to say MPP over 141,000 people. Of course, there will be some challenges. And you know, let's us be able to say me crack and ne Adriania wano. efe enti eden so na ka wo kire me a na me nso me but o kire wa obi make sure say ekunu no onye no
okay
nti ye be kire mo but Ghana for no na ye ekunu no ana nipa na ye kwa akoje enti mesre wo ya to ya ba ye se nipa na ye pe na na do danko ekufu ado omo ka say floating voters ene ne keka ho wo ko kire BEC wo be kire wasi ansa na wa ko university one pass was your minimum DNT. You have university. You have to go for primaries.
A process.
A process. Who call primaries now? We win here. That's just a process. Democracy is any no. Your ma structure CB and the process is that you must win the primaries.
Okay.
Primaries literally say we are popular. Now I call next stage. Until when to me and when you know now in China I will say obi nya popular. No be nya popular outside of that no. And then when you over 5 million votes during the 2012 elections.
Well, remember in some of our kind so probably Ebinomuso arguments is that a lot of this percentage is reflective of the fact that one, yedi hutu nipa Ebinomuso, two, yedi duabo kantam to, or three, yedi chili nipa do dona se go, four, ebra yembo pekwaro na na do danko akufado. Yamane se only kai. Isa ankomo ibidi. But
Anto asem no mu ni mupa
but Alete, probably you want to comment about this one. But me person ka ode fa efwa Dr. Richard Amwakoba to be person ka me kinkai ma ona otie very well. So in vulnerable times like this
Mamenzen Gamon congratulate Nana Akufo-Addo for that massive win. Nabakede de meko ida Matraha Makede say Alain Chiamati only 5%. I'm a major politics. I said it here. Because it's like he doesn't understand the psychology of Ghanaian politics. And it has come true. It's most unfortunate there on into a misleading. Now, we're misleading, but on into your chronicle, in some more Kenya. Yes, and here they are bad. Here, there, as he will be informed of court in a decimal point, in a Pythagoras theory on. Oh, look.
MPB
the issue is that
Akando, yes.
Democracy is so beautiful. Yes. They've brought innovation or a new dimension to our democracy. It doesn't make them super. But the issue is, Ian, whether Alain Chiamati we are ready for, but at the end of is out of the equation. Now, it is going on peacefully. In some of there was a document here, once I can second as in actual fact, from the bottom of my heart, I don't believe that could have happened. And it would have been the worst political disaster for MPP. And that would have been the beginning and the end of the MPP, if that should have happened. But when you don't know somebody and you go closer to that person, you see that person different from what people are saying. Based on baby Asia. So I realized that this propaganda won't wash. Yes. And it never happened. But the whole thing was being fueled by Ohininto. It's being fueled by Ohininto. I mean, it's good as a politician, an astute politician, and then a seasoned politician, and having won the confidence of your delegates. I say confidence because so people hire them what is being tweeted out there or there Nana offer Alain Chiamati. It's absolute rubbish. Don't cover as a running meat. It's nonsense. I want to do baby a lot. No, I don't work for. Look, your contribution will be minute, and that will even finish the Akufo-Addo. But I believe there he now holds the power so far as the MPP is concerned. And it is good for him to have invited Alain Martin. But what I will advise Nana, my humble advice, and then my caution on you there, you shouldn't go for red heads. People who will be spilling violent words. People whose posture will be like, if you don't win, Ghana should burn. People who will incite people to violence, or will organize people to be walking on the streets because we feel that our leader has the commanding support from our party, and therefore no way. It will not augur well for them. It will not augur well for Mother Ghana. But that kind of statesmanship now, and the political spirit in Odinya Butter, Nana one kasa, ne amanfu wa baji no dun, or the not with the man or man. Because some of us we are ready. If you bring war, we'll bring war. If you fire missiles, we'll fire cruise missiles.
But what ambush? What the ambush?
If you people say you are
Maybe
going to do this kind of occupy demonstration now, we'll bring private army. Because we are all under the constitution of this country. And the constitution says we should protect it and protect the sovereignty of this country.
Only side impression from the New Patriotic Party.
No, Mr. Oya advice. Look at some of their words. Statements are woman. It will not augur well for Nana himself. Because the kind of statesmanship display are why now Botera Ozenya in spite of Wafenden or in Tonum one efficiency and then Nala in particular coming out saying anything bad, but kept quiet. Said the man, since we winning them presidential slotting, not the banana to no cool down. Red heads are, it will be better. And it promotes Ghana's democracy. I mean, Masama Mutima. Now, when you come on, okay, if you want to make any rebuttal.
Me dance say what you host in Ejuma. The mpuntu saminya easy o. So we manage nation enye easy. Na minua fear and panic or the abeka ho no. Baby o start free no. Say maturity, statesmanship and all that. I thought that was going in the line as a country because yesi kudie yempebio. Eninti say Nanado Dankwa, Nyame Adom no na wa win it so massively. Okay, say it's a huge responsibility. He's been in this political game for over 40 years. And I had this confidence on asayama no say omedi enim ne enkokoko kesiye. Court to cry, Supreme Court to cry, ye call ya. Why only judges for agree? Okay. So even though he doesn't agree with their decision, because of his belief in the rule of law and a democracy in NT, wajietum. Now wajietum, waka say program campaign in won't say waka you are conducting him we. Na wabe wene. Na wo mayen sa warning you know. Just a war everybody will be with him to create fear and panic. Because we believe, say, democracy, no, they will see this so in spite of its challenges. And also our lawyer, also demonstrating, especially at that crucial moment, immediately after the Supreme Court ruling. Even no crack say or kasa ntemododo, but that was his belief, and that is what he said. And yedi so. And then delegates, no, 94% plus. It is our confidence, amano. Baby awedri ono no ba be initiate say Ghana Empaska. It will never happen. He would not agree to that.
Was lieutenants never around.
The lieutenants also obe making sure say ye be ye fata because Ghana no ye be too you. E bi no ewu eja ho amaye. enye mene wo mre so ena enye nana do dankwa ne time so ena ye ba beka so enkrofo sorry enkoye ne ma ebe gensi Ghana na wo say Ghana ni wi a wo be wa be rule the. It does not make sense. And you know, yeah, projected negatives. I want to see us beginning to look at the positive side to life. Yeah, fine. Yes, there are challenges. There is a possibility of Ebola coming, but it hasn't come. Let's prevent it. And interesting, all you talk about is the negativeness of Ebola coming. You also look at how you will prevent it and ensure, say, Ghana no Ebola Emma. Inti ne say Afcon no yempese ye de beba ha. Inti say nana do danko a winning na say ehu aka bi no a, and then who how to say it because fear. We have but yes,
in fear.
Yes, because what is it?
NDC
yes,
knowing the type of person he is.
Yes. Who said that Okachara said they've projected say obewini. Inti wuti sometime back.
No, I say
I said,
yes.
Alan Enya more than 5%.
Yes.
Or further at the political career says, beyond that.
Yes.
Or free politics.
Yes. It went even before that. Yebeka said free education. After you see 200 schools. You cut a whole sword. You know, no more read trend. No, they've read the tea leaves, so to speak. Oh, and you know, they didn't be an air course or a party anymore. Was incited by them. But for me, that is neither here nor there. The fact is that the voice of the people is the voice of God. Okay. Over 94%. You been see that in even that large contest because and this is form where the opposition party ruling body almost delegates yes. Oh, but that large number of people yet me manage normally 94%. I be share any panansa and another dankwano. A huge responsibility.
Okay.
And also obesha says our responsibility or person will be leading or mind Ghana. Or ma obi and on one casa in your dear ebe ha Ghana.
Okay. Godwin Akogan, an aspirant for Greater Accra Deputy Secretary, or say Opaucho, one thing maybe Timimbusa. Did I hear Otiko saying that they didn't do the calculation, but it was the EC, or the can no?
Yes.
The figures that Nana took to court was equally done by the EC. That is why we say it's bad faith. You know, she said, kakra omo edna EC corona mo doubt omo no na fi the boost and contain ma why opeso obo kakra
ai EC ena ye the referee utimi ko hospital na yakohwe ebi a yanya diagnosis ni ye ene kire say o ya review mu a onko ana uko you have a problem with the police. Because of that, when you I mean that is infantile. Me, you know, maintain and young collaboration. Ghana no democracy no. You say your elections will be superintended by electoral commission. And the electoral commission, I and
electoral commission.
Me, I was a omoana obey you su. Until your Cassiania reforms, you didn't call IPAC. I di ono aka kire we say as for democracy sa niema no in terms of the way I prepare ye ho no okay ballot na use opaque boxes and na MPP be kan ya na ye afa ye use na utimi hu mo no sometimes go be kwa kwhye kona bi afa box ni si baby obi a betimi hu for pictures all those things say voters ID there should be a colored picture. We instigated all those things, initiated them. And indeed, say easy, I maybe near who say institution no is the people's money. Now enquire it was say a catch room and not say political program no I'm running to say you know on the beige man yanka so money and indeed ya catch room na so almost say error omo na omo catch say ne course ni nyina pink sheets and some near keka a human error. Now where you know let us call a spade a spade. You won't mean kase men are making calculations because they came to declare. Now Oma Beye, it is their duty and responsibility to come and explain to Ghanaians. Then I'm afraid Mr. Sule and Ra. So the Omo Kasa Baba explaining. But maybe Beka Obakase and yes sir. That is how it should be. How almost around there and almost around there, whichever way they did it.
Okay. I don't know how the New Patriotic Party any Dr. Richard Amakumba Beyadjin. Now, I think to the NDC, the probability of concluding for them is that I'm sure they will be upset with how Dr. Richard Amakumba who situation and it's almost manage Ghana. Utia. Also, Dr. Richard Amakumba says the leadership of the New Patriotic Party should consider dissolving the party if it loses the 2016 presidential elections. Basis is that the governing National Democratic Congress is currently not in the shape to win an election against the MPP. This is the most, a quotation here, this is the most vulnerable moment for the NDC. If the NDC manages to win 2016 elections, then you may as well dissolve the MPP.
Oh my!
Me assure
the radio station for friend. Our no other. He was dreaming. Now look at the word he used there. We are wobbling. That's a big joke. I think that Dr. Amakuba hasn't faced the realities of life. He doesn't know what makes man a mature person. The statement, well, call it a political statement. Maybe he's an affiliate of MPP. He's running his own party. There, if they don't win the 2016.
The dynamics of the situation.
Look at the dynamics of the situation was there in 2012 and we won massively. There's a difference between, we've passed that stage where a CIA-sponsored party will come and talk about Kwame Nkrumah being this, that. So there should be a coup. No way to Kwame Nkrumah. Then again, you have the communist world also coming. Hey, this, that, Buzia. So Achampon comes and then remove Buzia. We are past that stage. And you see, Ghanaians are now discerning. They know what is politics. They understand politics. They eat politics. They sleep politics. And don't live in the cities and think that your situation now or a prominent is the same thing as happening in the rural villages and towns. It's not like that. The Bia will beat them to it. This is there. What do you think this is? It's about for Usulia.
It's about for Usulia.
Yeah, one Usulia. I was going there. More Bonica
for you can dream.
Yes. Your presidential candidate says we should dream big.
But that is how you come to actualize.
There you are.
If you don't dream, you cannot actualize.
When you talk about Suba, Wyoming, Jida, and these things, look, one person, one band, poor 8 years. It happened to them. And we are saying human error. Abembia and you are also there, Oyi, Ami, Alote, Ane, Otiko, or you have the position. Only me there, we can handle that position. No formula, no, you come and blame the government. Yes. These are issues. These are faults. Dr. Magun can say, yes, it happens in a party's history. It happens.
What happens?
But we are focused. We are not wobbling. We are faced with challenges.
So you admit, said times are not good for your party. You understand? There's an admission to that effect.
Ababan Wabagana Ababan from Kwame Nkrumah and then from colonial government. Governor Liswa New Cobra Bonin Wanga demonstration against him. The Ghana goes against him. Ababan pan Wabagana. Also, the Ghana for Utunzi one says one there, 1 1 1. Ha! Master,
so times are normal.
No, we are always faced with challenges.
No, but
depending upon how you implement certain policies that alleviates the sufferings of the people. But we are focused because there was certain thematic manifesto principles we are pursuing it to the letter.
Working for the people.
I'm telling you, it is like a ship that is faced with breaking the icebergs and navigating through. And we are doing same because we are men. We are men. Look, we are bracing the storm, holding the bull by the horn, and making sure that we drive Ghana out of these challenges. So and come to this is stable.
Any joke?
Oh, Master. Let them come with their economic statistics. Ghana folk. Aja wojiza ide yefun mohianye abazi emi. Take it from me.
Okay. Well, but minutes back we try one back. I know it's going to be an interesting discussion. Maybe on the end, the Ghana folk ni man said they come. Welcome back. 1760 your text message line. All the brain and brain can kind them out. Come on. My Kosunda Lucky Herba for ACP. Say what also Ajibre on a soya. Say Samson I super septic for so. The other one as I say on Ajibra on a soya say or question so. Lucky Herbali. Oh here the chair kwanya go mo go akrom obe hu on honum Samson Kaswa so nyanya do kwanos be hu on wo. Kaneshi First Light, one Accra Academy, DNM, Kumasi Abripo Junction, in between the Total and Shell filling station, Takra, the Crawford Junction, Anna Sunyane Abesim Road, Lucky Heba for Ewa Honum. Maming Bio Inkoson Kao say, one more ultrasound scan, and which well established lab, and have a electrocardiogram machine, ward, separate wards, ma ne mema, dear. And a spacious OPD. And so, a one. Biadibia done a crown codaus, Biano, or the codom lucky ever for one bow, our quantum cosocram. Over Dr. Noble Stephen Yaboa Jr. on 0243 201244 and 0277 465855. Now, the lucky about for in the answer. So, sounds like super septic for so, as a main cow said, baby. And can be our home, any papa, say restaurant, say your bedroom, say your hall, baby, a ujari, office, baby, beer, who use super septic, no, Nasa and can a yifi or precope at the mouth. Sounds na make us say, and tefre, ne, a year and tatia, ne, a year once now, say, bush your curinano, super septic is 2 on a separate precope. Fre, sound number is 057 589 1266. And 0244 089 159 and 020-897 3667. Now on super septic for in the air and south. So super septic, no more other super septic, no more flies and insects. The good one is that it reduces septic tank pit levels. Emma Bibia Etimikon Kai Kabakamaka. Well, as I'm Alote Jacobs, incoming Central Regional Chairman, it's obvious, like that of Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo, Alote wish ne say ebeko 97%. Na ebia yisi foko bunkunta ankoye ebia fufo bia bia. That's it. Otiku Afisa Jaba response ama Ghana for ne Alote Jacobs. Etiu.
Ebe. Uncle Alote, also there. Ghana for. Ozizi me a. No I didn't.
And one dey come jani me.
Ewo. Enyo abro Ghana. Say kadama e kire dey wa ma me fante kra wa ba.
Papa.
Nyo. Dey Ghana for. Yenyim bibia. Yazan dey yendidi ne me. Then maybe ye bi ayi. Ebe them statements Mr. Day. Mon ke bi mu baby because it's sabi we beka there aya Ghana for nti one ekede we are discerning increasingly we eat politics na say esan kede ye ni nyina ye stomach politics nanti yenya adwen biala come the nipenti ebetima ye ma epe bia asabaya ewo it's an unfortunate statement because they arrogant there you are so overconfident there I feel there Ghana for yenya adwen bia seme how yen dum so ye okodo fuel ye reduce the prices and so you are telling us there 2%. Corruption kese abe come zinipa ameme rural development eco village bi wo tumu a the whole day be seeing ne west nyina ye 2 cities o hwe there abanya wa ba there obama yen better Ghana agenda obama edebi keke ama hope in the government na beka there say zimina na me aban be biala yi. That is a very unfortunate statement to all those people are overtima and this in ayawo. It is unacceptable. There beka there ye ntum use yagen ntina as akambu be mubi. You are confirming those things. Mama land. Had 2 stepmothers from Fanti land. It's Fanti Papa. And making statement them you give the impression there. Them issues na NDC for year during the run up to the election no, they are true. Over 600 million was spent from October to December. My frank tinkati mom atakambu the computers teacher crofukura only lights. Ye printing tam sika even the 50 Ghana was done deliberately for that. I had the teacher crofu there yonkoto aba. Nti eto aba ni wi for the next 4 years go to sleep because it is army for that period. So Ghana scan every year the mazen. And that is why I say the one Kenny is insulting because you know taxpayers' money one and a confidence na nipa ne di share woman the ebeba best sana brabom so that ohia lighter obenya osora obetum your hairdresser pa and otonkoko you need to put your wares in the deep freezer. Esora yedum kanea private businesses are collapsing because of the lack of proper management of energy sector. Na baka there because amen is bana edidi e sorry so ese ebeye Suria amamu ayere ye nye mofana agro. It is about the lives of 25 million people depending on the government of the day there. How will be reduced in terms of yes the basic rights, food, shelter, accommodation, and clothing, basic rights. Next then, throughout Ghana, no government has been able to succeed at it. But at least, it is a relay. So be starter. Na Tuado. You shouldn't send us backwards. You should not send us backwards. Especially with the big promise of the better Ghana agenda.
Advancing it. That is deep. But Mamenko Chi is here. So Papa. Ono so ne papa, that is your grandfather. Odo wadwa say nyina yet today Ghana map wanko school. O papa so by the same. Life is not easy for people like that. Then the child under the better Ghana agenda. Ono so them are. Then why should you come to life? Why should you be born at all? We are born out of hope. You go to sleep there. Mada nyame behem so that meet sorry in the morning. That is why you go to sleep. You believe it. You cross the road believing that a car will not hit you. That is hope. And everybody in Ghana, it's your hope. Government, because that is our system, central governance. As a communication, it's communication as a says this Zagro, like a day, Ghana for is this the then the government can do anything, and that all other governments, that is how it is. As for me, I say he's my brother. It's unacceptable. Ghana, it's good. We are all living in it. Nti, sepede beji chairman, to win an election, you have to value the people of this country.
But say short change you there. Oh, even mom is been the kakon and yama beman so that voting day you go and vote for us. But for the 4 years they are in distress as we are. That is very pathetic. A sad statement, you know, of full bellies. And this school matter, some CIA matter. The mother of all coups, yeah, NDC, PNDC. How many people died? How many people are still missing? Yes, a reconciliation. Let sleeping dogs lie and let's move on. Maybe your propaganda. Now go for the MPP, we our ancestors were sponsored by CIA to come and which is a lie. The girl who went to give flowers to Kwame Nkrumah. When President your mama is coming, MPP for knows the flowers be mana. You take your party people to go and give flowers. Is that not it? What happened to Akwaje and all those people? Why did Kwame Nkrumah lock them up? So don't come and rewrite our history wrongly. We must set the record straight. We have agreed as a people there. All those atrocities, especially 31st December coup, which was unnecessary now. Let us forgive and move on. Until don't come and open cans of worms that you cannot uphold because of propaganda. Yamfa a propaganda mbu oman. And that is what the NDC has been doing. With the propaganda we near bar, that is what you will face. Until enko ye wa Ghana no. With the propaganda. Na akoyi sika emfata there ezebeye na ezakoye to fill people's bellies so that they will be happy and vote for a while. Yes. And then they will vote for you. And then the rest of the 4 years you live, you cannot even get food to eat. I'm a rural development practitioner. I see it all, and you know, because of my position, it's not only Accra, it is not going well anywhere. It's banana nipabinya, it's ban kakraba obezi. It's not a pro easy. Mister, in a day, a woman sells just 20 cedis. How is she going to look after her children? If you come to Accra, Okomakola the whole day and fuel is affecting productivity. Enterprises and private sector, they are collapsing. These are realities. Jobs are going. No jobs. Mofreba wako school. Me yankubi. Oye University. 2008. Oye national service. Oye voluntary national service. Oye them small training because he couldn't get a job. Graduate unemployment. Now things are not going well. I'm a Menkasa as a politician. I don't see myself as a politician. I'm a mother and I'm a rural development practitioner. The real issues on the ground. It is very difficult after 57 years of independence. Now, but with all this advancing of a better Ghana agenda and promises, now you cannot tell us that when you fill our bellies temporarily, it is okay. It is never okay. It's an insult to the people of this country. Why are we here? Today, we don't have minds. We vote based on our bellies. We've gone beyond that. Okay. Won't repeat them. And this is not propaganda. We must face the reality. Things are not right. It doesn't mean that as some Papa American, it is the gospel. Doctor, he's an academic. No, if you disagree with it, you explain. You disagree. Okay. In before Papa Rollins obeying, everybody thought that it was impossible for MPP to come to power. But these are some of the signs under Kufuor. Things were not going well under Rollins. Inflation had gone up to 1% and so forth. And see, the good people of Ghana felt they needed a change. Even the coups occur because economic situations are dire. Then the people, because of how, yes, you bring it in. They say that let us have a change of government to look at our lives and change them. And that is what happened. And then when Kufuor also came and things, they felt that fuel had gone up. You remember $147 a barrel and all those things. People felt that let's bring this government that was preaching the better Ghana agenda. Naba, it is not better. It is getting worse. Right. Instead of apologizing to the people of Ghana, when we are full, then we go to sleep and then you win an election and do Surya. Unacceptable.
Well, until Fanti. Fanti, you catch over there.
I apologize. Don't go and hide under there be a pepini.
No, Mr. Fanti is not your language. It's not. You have
what you said Fanti. Is what everybody heard.
The last time, what was
your
explanation?
You say what you said. Okay, can somebody
the last time, what was the explanation for me?
Sir, what catch over there? Yefun, Monyani, Emia, Ewa. No, Jede, Impado, Yang, Auto. When you're full, you're okay. Look, in fact, that is why I walk with the moon fancy bed. Mercy, as a mamma can have the bucket of Massimia, what bitch will now also different.
Why was it?
And what was the Wutanfu, Uchiwa, and one was on also was or Chenepa. On you. Just take care somewhere coming back.
Oh, but you made that statement. You can play it back.
Fancy.
Play it back. Play it back.
You catch over there. Aja yefunu nyanya mia. Oyimpa deseni. Ajo yenai auto. That's the word.
Well, you can rechange
it. No, I will not change it.
You are rechanging it now.
No. I would never withdraw that statement.
You don't have to. That is your arrogance. Don't withdraw. I don't have a problem. The people of Ghana, the people of Ghana have heard.
To misread a fantasy statement that I have made.
I am not misreading.
You are just misreading the whole thing.
If you want to say what you said, that is okay.
You can do your. That is your propaganda that you are doing.
Okay. I'm
the issue in there. Magacho, Mercy, sir, up in there we are wobbling now. On he's daydreaming. Na, Abian a radio station was friend no also da. Wada. No, also that. No, the cancer there. We are wobbling.
Dr. Makoba.
Mama Kacho. No, that. But look, it's too far. It's in Bamabo. We are taking the bull by the horn. We are strengthening our position to make sure that Ghana comes out of these challenges. Now, from now to 2016, Obodu one, Obey Wunyo, Beza for Monsulia. Ne Yefun. And me. That is what I said. And I have repeated it. Oyimpa Oyamuto. Say Yefuni Yazopia, Yefun Omia. Ede, and yet another. Baby, you would see the Zayden.
Ato.
Zato. Munamanagasa Obenyamje. Answer na Yefun Benya baby wami, not the guy then. Or so go to Guma to Tazi. If she doesn't understand it, let me explain it to her.
Explain it to the people of Ghana.
No, I'm explaining it to you because you are just misinterpreting what I said.
Explain
when
it
you
to the
don't
people
understand the idiom.
I'm glad that you are readdressing it better.
I'm readdressing
because I pointed it out to you.
I'm teaching you the understanding
you
of
are teaching
what
yourself.
I said.
You are teaching yourself.
I'm teaching you.
Because your attention has been drawn there. The way you put it
who's
was an insult to the people.
Who do that?
No,
Mama,
when you say it like this, it's good. When you do it, because you're also a rural person.
I'm not a rural person.
You're a rural person.
I'm a fisherman. I'm not a
you are a rural fisherman. And under the
fishing community is not in a rural area.
No, you are very proud of your rural connection.
Capital
town. You can say this.
Okay, now
is that it?
Feels intimidated.
No, I'm not intimidated.
I think I don't get intimidated. This is a rural fisherman. He can't be.
No, the agenda where fishing communities are, they are in regional capitals.
You are a rural fisherman. I'm be free. Me a rural. Let me free so many years.
It's good for you to be doing rural development.
It's important for you to understand when you are talking to somebody like me. You don't make
no malice. What I'm saying is that.
But I'm glad
you
that
are just misinterpreting what I'm saying.
It was important for me to point it out and for you to explain explain it well.
The issue is that
because the way you put the thing,
we are
working.
Working
is not right.
Sir,
then the government can then do whatever they want.
2016. Contractor. Ghana for ye.
But I will come to that one. The social contract. I will come to that.
Look, they will vote us out. Sir, what all that we've said. Now, all 2016. Now Ghana for one. That's what I'm saying. Ghanaians are discerning.
Okay, but make guys your text message will be
but so far as we are working.
But you are not.
Okay.
I would
Massive
like to
corruption at GS at Seshiri also. On Tap North is doing his work. Electricity everywhere.
That is leadership.
But the DC from BCB and we are buying. I know you can do so by inviting Dr. Richard Anane on your TV program because this man knows a lot. Mampada Kosa in Kumasi and and I greet Uncle Alete for me from Abra Seibu, Kwamankasi constituency, women organizer. And wish him the best. Okay, your women organizer says. No, Nana, no vote for 2016 from Nana Ousu alias Kofi Boko and hey, Badwam, did you plan? You're all wearing white, sign of victory for Nanado. Alote is not white.
Why are you wearing white?
I'm not wearing white.
Okay, Alote is not white.
This what?
Cream.
Hey, answer, Papa.
Please ask Alote. We are local government workers and we've been promoted since 20th February 2014. Barely 10 months now. No increment in our salaries and promotion letters up to date. It's a question of why you're asking. Okay, wrap up on the social contract. Nafi, you wrap up with prices of petroleum products reduced by 2%.
That's it. Alote says he will not apologize. That shows his arrogance and insults to the people of Ghana. And saying they are taking the bull by the horn and they are working and they are working. Say on the streets, you are a journalist. Just go and ask people how they feel, whether they feel that NDC, how they are managing the country. Are they happy? Wow, what's now? Are you happy? Alote, what's now? Is he happy? Let us be realistic about the development agenda. Niamo promise here in your manifesto. Nye no na moye. Mama Ghana for edi mhoyaw. All because too much money was spent for the elections. You know, President Becca say, ye bring namni nyina aka dompe. Dompe no so aka no suba afefe, isofotone, Waterville, Jida, Sada, all these things as sake Maruno Akano. Nti people of Ghana no, edena opesa ye sika and ye taxes, ye and ye kojisika. From independence up to time at President Kufuor buy loans ayaje. And from just President Mills to Mahama, loans omaje. Omo dia bro the collective loans from independence up to President Kufuor. And when you take that kind of money, it was here oh sorry, I flyover or circle, jamming up traffic so that Obekachre Grofo say, Juma. Meanwhile, statutory payments. Yentri Intina ball and I'm microphone. Go to the district assemblies. Yentria. Inti collection and yentimi and cholera. Queen. If you go around, obi a auto nkoko, obi oya hairdresser, obi oya taxi driver, obi a oya welder, obi a oya manufacturing. Electricity anywhere. Obi den ena waye wedwuma. Enya kakra okasa obi me no. Ah untimi emme. Those are issues e was say aban bia obeba obetimi address it. Untimi address after promising. Now corruption here ekoso, and most of these corruption areas are headed by officials of the NDC. For Dokono, where the Dokono for $35 da. Ni ako Brazil 4.5 million. Ni ako West say sikawe. Ni abagana ni abesun. Ni o say mo ye juma. Supreme Court say yanko jisika no. Create loot and share. Yanko je Attorney General no, minimum taxes ni. What efforts has the Attorney General made to collect the money? time bi kra me te say court ma nipa ne ka say obema wayomi sika for fuel because ono ba attorney general no enko court Martin Hamidu bekai adan na all this time attorney general wonko enkonkoji yesika omo a ye ka say jida omo agigi afesika omo pay back no how much has been paid who interest ewen. These are the issues because nkasa sika ne wo ho a ebetimi esi borehole amaminu ya baabi ewo bunkurugu yoyo nka ebetimi increase the rate of which nkola nkete a omuko po ye de omuko so omuko yi fishnet no because of security ewo senya breku and in the central region ubehu na etwitwa ne nsa anase wakowu wo po punumu nka ebetimi make sure say oil no a yenya no gas no we still are not able to flare it. Gas pipeline.
It's coming on. It's coming on board.
Yempe is coming no.
Oh,
Yempe is coming no.
It's on board. It's on board.
It's coming no. 2010, that project should have been completed.
Do you know what is
in
being
2010?
Done there? You people are not sitting there.
Before air corner was signing contracts for it.
Oh, contract. It was great loot and share contract.
Sikadishio Sinti. Almost say contract no. Yensan enhwe biom na obi sikeni bi beka ho e na mo se China so loan no eba no ye de no so beba beka ho maji we nyina abeka ho e besi ne project e was finalized in 2010 monye na gas no eba you know it's a byproduct almost like burial e na gai obudi atro se Nigeria for omo fa gas ma e na nsuo nto hwe sidi. It's another issue. When you moti ansemu, see the no yentimi organizing the year no kwasoro no mutimi be ka kire say we homegrown policies. We homegrown IMF no homegrown na. Me nua be ma enya grown yedi. Amomu nsam affect enipa ne kra.
Amamu nsam.
Yes, the development issues.
Soul issues.
Yes, because Unana no oti ekurase no. Oh sorry how is she going to manage her life? School ebue nkofo ma e wo se omko school. Minuanom unuanom. How are they going to manage it? It is not easy. It's not about talk. Okasa it should be meaningful. Open promises. They be any promising akese is on course. Bui is ready. No more dum so. Schools 200. Ya cutting sword. Yenfa sword cutting and developing nation. Yenfa propaganda and developing nation. Yenfa ntro and developing nation. Eninti uye ni nyina office so baba yankrofo Suria. Na wada wom. No mo ameme no mo akoda. Na election we feel say enunti ube we ni a. Ghana for are discerning indeed. Okay. And they are watching and listening.
All right.
Ebe dane na dane a ehọ na ube hu say ni esi 2000 no.
Yo, yeah, something small to say. Yes, social responsibility.
It has failed.
Was to turn Tamale Hospital into a teaching hospital. Referral.
Who started the teaching hospital? Who started it? You should thank President Kufo.
Okay.
Yes. That is when the money came. That is when the money came.
I want to tell him. There is social responsibility now. You have contracted the people of this country.
You failed. That social contract.
We are doing it.
You have not.
An example is Tamale Hospital.
Tamale Hospital is not your baby. We found all the money.
You found where?
We found all the money. We found all the money. We found the contract.
Okay.
Gas pipeline.
Okay.
The people of Ghana are watching. Don't joke about it.
Eliasi says that. Eliasi says that what at all is wrong with the Ghanaian leader? They import every bad thing and export all the good things. They export gold, cocoa, diamond, timber, manganese, etc. They turn out to import chicken and all other things that are injurious to our health. If you care to know, one of the projects Ministry of Agriculture I embark on is the broiler project. Minister, Deputy Babetna this particular week. And Dr. Louisa Hanabisu about this broiler project, what it entails. Probably we are turning around the clock now.
We used to have it. We used to have that broiler project.
Yeah. Also.
Maybe Nungwa Farms. Na Pomazi. In Nankafo Cape Coast. And then Winneba. Na importation yala. No Okun. Them broiler project.
Okay. So Minister
I'm happy it's coming back. That is homegrown policies.
Okay.
So I'm
lost it with IMF.
Akoko fresh akoko wari.
Don't go there.
Ozene alanje ni frozen chicken ya onyini to wari ni ya wasa. This is ya.
Papa.
Okay. All right. So, making cancel of your text messages. I'm sure.
Are we going to talk about the electricity?
We are wrapping up. We'll talk 1 minute. We'll wrap up on
He's
that.
on the board.
We'll wrap up
it's
on
important
that.
for him to speak to it.
Electricity.
Yes.
But the problem is being solved gradually.
No.
For some time now.
No.
He's on the
for
board.
about 2-3 days now.
And pay Anna Energy Ministry
consultant.
There's additional
something on stream. Yes.
He's not firmed it up. I see 100 he can firm. 200 is unable to firm because he's not called them.
But you see,
if that 300 comes on board,
it was wise for VRA to stop importation of the crude, light crude, because next week we know Atuambo is coming on stream. Over supply will lay pipes in Nanya.
Okay.
In 2 weeks' time, Ghana will be in full production. Otiko Benya LPG at a very good price.
Okay.
It's coming. It's coming.
I'm pretty sure.
What
the person Otiko officer Jamba Shesa Tumu Anna marriage by adoption. Okay. Kasana. 15 minutes drive from Tumu. Okay.
Okay.
Marriage by adoption, full feature. Okay. So watch it. Who said the Emame Otiko Kane.
It's small village view.
It's
between High and this is a small village.
Okay. So no macho.
It's a tradition.
Oh.
It's not a good one. The negative practices.
Yes, that's why you need state to be going there.
And it means who will be one man. It means that maybe
it's a tradition. It's a tradition.
It is not a good one. We have to change them. Say Ghana law. Education is needed to correct that.
No, they're not.
If you adopt a 16-year-old girl, GSS, you now say what you now worry.
There be now electricity. No, me person maybe sir. Alote Jacobs. What is his year or what board no so?
But fishermen use a lot
in the east. Board
free
you. You think that I shouldn't be on that
No.
board?
Maybe person me what is your year?
No, because board no board in electrical engineers
no. It is because there are too many problems with it. And if somebody like you,
is it?
When there's
more power generation,
if somebody like you who has the type of knowledge into now the management is so bad. It makes me ask,
who tells you the management is bad?
Oh, but are we getting it's obvious.
Look,
where is the light? Where is the light?
They don't generate power. When you give them the power, they sell the power. That is it.
Okay, Kobe Vroom.
I am because ECG interface with consumers.
Let me wrap up. His question was that you are on board.
So you are an expert.
You are an expert. Me expert. Me electrical engineer. Me a friend.
What is friend?
That's a fisherman.
You have some expertise.
You see, when you have enough generation, electricity company will distribute the power.
Why don't we have enough generation?
Go and ask VRA.
No, you should know.
Your government can never add 1 megawatt.
Oh, that is not true.
That is not true.
What did we do with Pong? What did we do? What did we do with Abazi? What did we do with Blue? Oh, then you need to go and find out.
Oh,
you need to go and find out.
What came on board was senior as of me.
You need to go and find out.
Okay. I need to go and find out.
Yes, because if you don't
I'm telling you
and you are on this board, then I have problems. Then I have problems. I have problems with that.
Let me wrap up with
not 1 megawatt.
You need to stop the blame
under your government.
Ensure that
electricity working 200 megawatts.
Board, so you need to ensure that.
Me is in the board of you.
I don't know.
But you were there before. The many you free so.
Oh, Nigeria, you can be on a board.
No, but when? Because this issue has been going on for some time.
For a long time.
Yeah, and you've been on it for quite a long time.
For almost about 2.5 years.
You have been off it.
Yes, I'm now on NPA board.
You're now on NPA board. You National Petroleum. And also some home baby. Oh,
yes. I've become a hunchback. But your problems.
Okay, but you need to manage a woman with wisdom. David can come for board anyway. Hello, Mr. Host. Meaning of Zayefunu or means that we only need results at the end of it all. Okay, so he's supporting you.
Yes, I mean that is the fancy language multi.
We only need results.
Oh, he has corrected himself because I pointed out. Oh, but those are his people. They will say that. What do you expect them to say?
Oh, they say they are my people. The person is a fancy.
Those are his people.
I want to know.
No,
I don't need to do that. I had 2 stepmothers.
No, but you have this one. Teachers said they are not being paid. I'm sure that one.
Oh, that is a lot of people. All statutory payments are not being met.
All right.
I
like your people. They are good politicians. They thank you very much. NDC will be in power. 2016.
That is an arrogant statement.
Okay.
It's an arrogant
Mohammed
statement.
From Bolga,
don't take people.
If elections were to be held today, NDC will lose drastically. And that's it. On that note, we thank Lucky about for Anafe. But the assurance is that peace in MPP now.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
And we are moving forward together as one. Okay. That is our responsibility. We don't have a choice. And you are grown from what we can see. Ghana for air share say ye beba bejiwom e free e hawo. And so me and Tnaho enka say we nye me nipa na say we nka ho. Or making statement be say alignment percentage negligible. I disagree with him. A pure MPP vote. Omo no mo kwa koye adwuma no. Obi ehu hia nti some mischief na o person o be create problems. There me na me wo floor respect me na me nka masam. Nti me srewo. We need all hands on deck. Nipa ba ko di ufia se wo constituency elections kra untimi nye. Mesre say na person meka. Oh, mesre say obia oto aba no. Ni vote ye one. But ne chifo. Aspirant bia ne chifo. Let's forgive and bring each other on board and work together to shame those saboteurs who think that is not possible for the sake of Mother Ghana. Na ye me born Ghana. Oyinito will be part of this campaign. You are just a mysterious man. Go and do your constituency and regional elections.
Yapon.